Not since this last. Yeah.
Wow. Mosquito.
Oh, mosquitoes.
Mosquito. But yeah, that's great. Too many mosquitoes lately. Am I too far behind this thing? Yeah, is that better? And maybe a little forward. Banyan, don't you love her dog? Her name is Frankie. Banyan loves dogs. Mahina. But he's always just been a dog kid. Even though he's been bit several times. He still loves them. How is everything? Did you guys travel a little bit too, or have you been here?
Been here.
You've been here.
Yeah, I'm leaving in a couple days for like 2 weeks.
Okay. Okay. Yes. How's that going? What do you think of that whole thing? Pretty good. You think it's good? Okay. Yeah. I teach at 2 other ones, and that one's my least favorite.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm just being spoiled about it. But you know what? In the summer they have less kids.
Yeah.
She was just giving me way too many kids. Like I would have like 30 sometimes. It was just chaos.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting paid, but I'm not like doing anything. Like it was so chaotic. Yeah, but I know the summer program was way smaller.
Yes, it was much smaller.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my main issue. I was just like, I would be so tired, and I'd be like, I'm just like top music. It was just like everyone just dumped a bunch of kids on me.
Right.
Yeah.
Settling in here.
Totally. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Hi, CJ. How are you? I was weird. When you walked up, I thought you were Titus.
Oh my gosh.
When you were with your mom. Yeah, I was like, oh, Titus. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You know, like a little Titus look. Yeah. or we can go into our song. Should we do the song, or should I play one more? One more. Okay. Yeah, and maybe more people will come. Well, no, I love this. I was telling Tunji, the sound system is so nice. I love playing. Yeah, it makes me sound better. Song. So if you guys remember, share the love, clear the static away, embrace the vital in your life today. Vital living, vital way. Mahalo, mahalo, aloha.
Okay, it's the family song. Wait. I don't know. Ooh, that's very loud. That's what Kendall's needs to be loud. Mine needs to be soft.
Or we can just do it. I don't think mine's even on, but that's okay because we don't need to project. Is it on?
Is it on? No, Kendall's is not on. Doing my little opening song. My voice is odd today.
Share the love
Oh,
now.
yes,
It's on.
okay.
Share the love, clear the static away. Embrace the vital in your life today. Vital living, vital way. Mahalo, mahalo, aloha. Share the love, clear the static away. Embrace the vital in your life today. Vital living, vital way. Mahalo, mahalo, aloha. Share the love, clear the static away. Embrace the vital in your life today. Vital living, vital way. Mahalo, mahalo, aloha.
Thank you, Vital Living.
Again.
One more time. Oh, one more time. Okay, let's do it. So we all
Now you
got
guys
the
know
words.
it. Okay.
There we go. One more time.
Share the
They like
love,
they like the
clear
drumming.
static away. Embrace the vital in your life today. Vital living, vital way. Mahalo, mahalo, aloha, eh. Share the love, clear the static away. Embrace the vital in your life today. Vital living, vital way. Mahalo, mahalo, aloha, eh.
One last time.
Share the love, clear the static away. Embrace the vital in your life today. Vital living, vital way. Mahalo, mahalo, aloha, eh.
Woo! All right. Thank you to our drummer, Papa Tunji Heath, and our amazing guitarist, Kendyl.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Gotta get the remix.
The remix we're gonna. Ah, we like it. All right, let us start with our little prayer. Oh, you missed the Vital Living song. Should we do it one more time for them? Oh my gosh. It's okay. It's okay. Next time. Next time. Okay. Let's take a little moment. Let's close our eyes. Let's take some nice deep breaths. For those of you out here, our little Vital Living family, and for those of you in YouTube world, if you're out there, just close eyes, breathe deep, remembering that prayer is the language of the soul and the spirit. It's accessible at all times, and it leads our way into daily life. So let's take a minute and be grateful with a deep mahalo to Keakua, to all great spirits, to connect with something deeper and bigger and wider, and with deep appreciation for all those who have taught us, for all those who have led us, for all those who have been there for us, for each other, for this time to sit and nourish and be still and play music and share food. Feel so blessed, so blessed for this Aina, for this land, for this place and this time. And in the quiet spaces in between all the chaos and the rushing, we can just hear our breath gently. And with each breath, feel deeper and deeper peace. And let all the tension melt away and all the static clear away so that we can feel our hearts, our love, and share it deeply with each other, the world, most importantly with ourselves. For deep, deep inside of us, we have to nourish that place so we can share with others. Nice deep breaths, 3 nice deep slow breaths together. Thank you. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Come back into space. Yay! So I think most of you, actually pretty much everyone, but there's a few people that probably haven't heard the beginning spiel a little bit about Vital Living spiritual organization. So I'm going to just say a few words. And I was thinking about why we're here. And I think a big reason why we're here is because we're really, truly dedicated to nourishing ourselves, the community, each other, in a way that's different from our everyday activities of life. And so, just taking that pause, that really wonderful, amazing, still pause to join with each other and to feel what's inside and to listen deeply. So Vital Living was organized by my dear soul sister, Nicole. And we both sat there one day and were thinking, what is it what is our thing to do in life? What is our kuleana? What really are we here for? And it was really for empowering people of all ages, really empowering them and allowing them to to just be able to have options and to be able to have different opportunities. And it's so powerful when we can really feel like we can share, not tell, and not like tell people what to do, but really like share our heart and our soul and be able to be open for those who are willing or wanting to receive it. And it's different for everyone. So this, as you know, is a non-denominational spiritual organization. So we embrace all spiritual disciplines here. And the reason why we created a spiritual organization instead of just an organization is because we really feel like spirit connects us all. And it's different for everyone. So we want to validate and appreciate and really embrace all the different spiritual disciplines that are here, that exist on this planet, because they all have so much to share. And I think that when I was studying, I was in college and I was really exploring religion. It was so interesting. Everywhere I went, like I would have lunch somewhere and someone would sit next to me and they would feel the need to like share their religious experience with me for some reason. Like I would be on an airplane going to visit someone and someone would sit next to me and they'd start saying, "Hey, and do you know about this?" And I'd open their book and they would start sharing. And I found the similarity between all those different things that were shared was pretty much at the core of it was this place of deep respect, deep reverence for everything. And even though there was lots of little nuances that differed, the spiritual part of it was like this place inside that connected to something big, much bigger and much deeper. And it was different for everyone what it was, but it was just that feeling that you're not alone in the world, that we are all one. And it's something that can kind of pull us through when we have like a few despair moments or a little bit of congestion in our lives or a lot of static in the world. And we can learn to just trust that place inside of us. And I think to trust that place, we really need to have that quiet a little bit stillness. So there's that wonderful balance between the quiet and the stillness and the amazing music that we're going to have later tonight, and that balance in life of all that is, so that we can sit with it and be and learn about ourselves, our inner world. So that's kind of a little bit about the vital living. I think that Nicole and I also were really interested in giving people the opportunity to question everything as well. Question, really like, raise the awareness, but really question, like, what is true for you? What do you feel is your peace on this earth? And then what brings you peace on this earth as well? To just like sit with it and question it. And not that we need to have the answers. The answers actually aren't even the most important in my world. The questions, the continual questions are really seem to be important for me. And what I've seen for people is to just keep asking those questions. And the last thing that we really, when we were looking at the three main things, the main reasons we brought Vital Living into existence, is because we really wanted to connect or reconnect people with this, what I call their vital force. That's why it's called Vital Living. So it's the vital force or their essence. And the way to reconnect people with that vital force is through what I call the vis. It's nature. It's our nature. And vis is the healing power of nature. Vis medicatrix naturae is sort of the cornerstone of naturopathic medicine. And it's about this place in nature that, and I know when I look around, and I'm sure that people have experienced this. And I thought, since this is a little family group and we love to share, I thought we could just sort of go around and you can say something about when you felt like you connected with your vital force or the vis, like a moment in life when that happened for you. Or, I mean, it happens all the time. We do it, without even realizing it. But sometimes it's really much more much clearer, more obvious. Like I can just share, like when I have a hard time and I need to go plug into something, my space in nature, I go back to this experience. I went to Kalalau. I used to go to Kalalau and hike into Kalalau Valley in the Nepali coast almost every year. And I would sit in this river, then the river that comes down in Kalalau. And I would you could feel the vibration of all these there's these mountain peaks. I'm sure most of you have been there. I've seen pictures, and there's these like ancestors, and they're so vibrant and so big, and you can feel all of their mana coming down literally in the water. I would just sit there and I would just like vibrate in it. And when I have a hard day or when I feel like I need to plug into a different place, I just take myself right back there and I'm in the stream in a minute. And it's so powerful. It's so amazing. So let's share. Just have a moment. You can call it out and I can repeat it or you can just call it out. Yes.
I mean, surfing for sure, being on a wave, it's moving, water and gliding. So there's like memorable waves in that, but anytime like dropping into that flow state where there's a certain like receptivity going on, like listening, feedback from the
Yeah, surfing. It's so amazing. Surfing. And but Nicole and Garrett and all of you have this amazing program called Waves of Life, and I was just like actually like reading it as her little spiel again, and I was like, yes, because surfing, it's like you close a bond with nature, you become one with that wave, right? I mean, there are people here that are much more surfers than I am, so you can share more about it. But she was saying, she in her little spiel about Waves of Life, it was like she says surf treatment supports people in finding peace, resilience, and clarity through the healing power of the sea. The ocean becomes your teacher and your healer. I thought it was so powerful. So that is truly, truly, yes, the V's. Okay, other people's experience. Anything jumps out.
I'll share. One time I was hiking with my husband's kids, and we were out hiking for a couple of hours. And when we got back to the car, we got in the car and we drove out, and we were like maybe 30 minutes down the road from where we had parked. He realized he lost his glasses. These glasses that we had spent days like trying on and deciding on the price. And so there was some like, and so I'm like, we're gonna find them. So we go back up there. And we parked the car, and I walked up to this tree right in front of the car, and I hugged the tree, and like put my forehead to the tree, and I was just like, please, 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 please let us find these glasses. And then I took 2 steps, stuck my hand in the river right on the glasses. And we had been hiking forever, like there could be anywhere along that trail. And just when out in nature and you get responses like that, that's definitely.
I got chills, literally. Like, that's like a great story. Just reach in the river and there it is. I love it. Aha, no. Nature right there. Other experiences. It's great.
One for me that probably some of you have shared as well is swimming with the dolphins. When you get surrounded by the whole pod of them and you realize that like you're like the inferior animal because you're like in their world. It's almost like you're surrounded with the pack. It's not wolves, but it's like it's wild.
Yes.
It's so scary and it's so powerful, beautiful, and it's just like
Swimming on dolphins, surfing on waves, hugging trees. We're so fortunate. We're so fortunate. Plant medicine, yes. Some of you can touch that in plant medicine, all different kinds from all different countries. Yeah.
I would say for me, 2 things that come up is like singing. I have where
Yes.
all of a sudden you come to and you're like, whoa, who was that? I was just singing through me, and it's very connected to nature around you.
Yeah.
And I also find it in hot springs and thermal baths. I feel really connected to the warm, womb energy of Mother Earth.
Beautiful. Yeah, the hot spring is all that mineral energy just coming. It's like you become the rocks a little bit, right? Yeah, and singing for sure. Yeah. What was that? Didgeridoo.
when I lay down and CJ just hits me with it, it's like
Oh, didgeridoo. That you go deep. In the zone. Right. You have to breathe so much when you're doing that didgeridoo. Or Yeah, vibrations. The sound actually vibrates. I think that's the same with music. I mean, for me, and I hate to say this, but it goes kind of both ways. Like sometimes certain music, right? You're like, oh, I think I'm gonna step away now. I was actually hiking Coco. I was telling Tunji I was hiking Coco here the other day, and people just don't really have that what's that awareness maybe of other people around them when they're hiking. So this guy had total, what did I say? Was it hard metal, heavy metal acid, like rock, super loud. And he happened to be the same pace that I was going up the Cocoa Head Hill. I'm like, shall I go faster or shall I just stop? Because this guy is making me crazy. The vibration, I felt like I was going to fall off the mountain, literally. And then, right, you're sometimes in some place in a music interaction, and you're just like Kendyl, I could just stay here and like listen. I'm like, play the whole time. It's so beautiful, and the vibration, it just helps my heart, and it makes me feel more peaceful. And so music does all that in different ways. Jeff, do you have a story?
Nothing profound, but for about, I don't know, 18, 20 years, I go up to the Sierras every year. And Tunji actually joined me for one trip.
Yeah.
And just after a week of being above the tree line and, just exploring off trail and wandering around, backpacking, I mean, you come back energized. For
The
sure.
mountains, deep in those mountains.
High in the mountains.
High in the
Something
mountains.
about being high.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
One way or the other.
You're above a third of some of the noise or something of the
It's just so quiet.
Yeah.
And I've done solo trips where there's no one, kind of do a cross country trip and there's no one around. You don't talk to anyone for
amazing.
like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
So, it's sort of kind of interesting experience.
Yeah, you can go really inward.
Yeah.
Quite inward. Yeah. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Anyone else want to share an experience if anything comes to them?
Cool is that when we can capitalize on the tools we've learned to tap into that piece or that chi at any moment. There's so many different flavors. It could be as simple as the effervescence of cilantro, or just being up in the Sierras, or dropping on a wave.
Yeah.
But an example would be the other day I was driving up Silk Road and I got in my head and I started repeating I got it. Like, I gotta get this car first. I gotta get to the bank. I got it. I got it. And I was stressed. And I caught it. I realized it. I was like, yo. And I switched it. I switched the I gotta to the I have. I was like, yo, I have a really great reliable car. I've got plenty of money in the bank. I just switched the got to have. And immediately the weight lifted and the tension dropped. And I was like, I'm good. Chill. So just whatever the tool is.
Beautiful.
Mantra, being able to catch it.
Yeah.
Tap into that chi,
Yeah. That's beautiful. It is really, it's there. It's accessible. Like that's why I was starting with spirit is accessible, and the V's is accessible all the time. At any moment. It's just that we have just distracted, or we get like caught in our gotta instead of our I have, or we got, or the lack instead of the wow, or whatever it is. And it's obviously, you all here know that I do births, and it's so obvious in birth. Actually, I'm sending an extra prayer right now to a mama who's birthing on this land at this moment. She's early though, we trust. I have my phone right here in case she does call me and I have to dash off. But she and birthing is such about getting in the zone and tapping into the V's and tapping into your mana, tapping into that vital force. Because if you don't tap into that place, you stay in your mind. And anyone that's had a baby or been around someone that's had a baby knows that if you are going to have a baby, you cannot really stay on the mind, because it will say, let's not do that. Let's shut that down. You got to get in the zone, and you got to go with the flow of your natural essence, or you'll be like, yeah, there must be a better way to do this. Yeah. I don't really feel like breaking apart today. Or yeah, that's pain, versus like, wow, that's like powerful. That's like the V's. That's like the force. That's amazing. I'm bringing life into the world. It's so amazing. So yes, that's the V's, and that's what started all of this. And so we made all this good stuff. We made a website. We made all these things, and then we realized, Yeah, we have amazing support people, but we needed to get better organized because I realized something as I was going through our website today that it still says for August our theme is patience. And there's a few other technical difficulties with our website. So guess what we decided to do? We are celebrating today a new member to our board because we need deeper and fuller organizational skills as well as all the mana and energy and such good inspiration that this person brings. So I just wanted to welcome to our board member. She's been a member obviously and for since conception. And you're gonna be doing something in just a little bit, but I wanted to just welcome you with a little hug. And this is Cory Tixier, our new board member for Vital Living. Okay, I give this here just a minute, but I was gonna. Thank you. Yay. So, and as far as the nourishing piece, I wanted to just say that I think that some people brought some very amazing nourishing food. And before I forget, we made a cucumber, avocado, tomato from our gardens, pesto from our gardens, salad, and a guacamole avocado from our farm. And the other thing that looks interesting is coconut banana. And coconut banana is the coconut rind. I'm not rind. The coconut fiber from we put the coconut through the champion juicer and got the cream out. And it's the fiber with our ice cream bananas. So it's like a dessert fancy fiber sweet mix. So nourishing things. And I know Cory's going to talk a little bit about some things too. So instead of patience though, our theme actually is the same theme as our newsletter for July, August, which was sovereignty. And so I don't know if people read the newsletter, but if people out there have or they haven't, sovereignty means many different things to many different people, and it's often related to political things or legal things, and people are claiming sovereignty for groups of organizations or for themselves. But what I was thinking about as far as sovereign choices and how we can maintain our personal sovereignty, whether it's our body sovereignty or our sovereignty in different ways in our life, I feel like it's not about our self choices. And that's the way I feel it's a different place. I'm looking at sovereignty or I'm exploring sovereignty as the choices that we make that are in our truth. And how do we hear our truth? It's not from our selfish place, it is from our self-loving place, but it's really from that truth that is connected to our spirit. So like, I might want to go do something like not wear my seatbelt or something one day or whatever the case is, because I feel like I just don't want to wear my seatbelt today. But then I want to check in. Is that really the truth? Is that really what's, am I doing because I just don't, like I'm feeling, rebellious? Or is it because I really feel like that's not the best thing for me to do today? Because maybe it's not the best thing for me to do that day. Because maybe if I wore my seatbelt that day, something not perfect would be happening. We don't know that. But if we can connect with that place, that intuition or that instinctual place inside of us, then we have, I think, a better barometer for sovereign choices. So again, sharing about sovereignty. Can people out there think about a time when they felt like their sovereign choice was taken away from them and they had to somehow pull it back in? A time in your life when, you wanted to do something or you felt like it was your truth to do, but you really couldn't do it because of the law, maybe, or because of someone else, or because of something. Can someone think of an example?
All day, every day.
Okay. Okay, great. So maybe. Okay. So when COVID hit, that people were not being able to have the choice of keeping their job, and if they didn't do the shot, or things like that, right? Or speaking out. So because of that, can we keep that sovereignty in a way, even though that like the government or the legal system or something is, how do we keep that? I guess that's the question to explore. That is definitely a good way. And actually, in spiritual organizations can help you do that too as well. Any others? Ideas? Sovereignty. One of our Vital Living doctrines says, do that which is true while refraining from harm to self and others. I thought that was a really interesting doctrine. I kind of looked at it again. Do what is true. And then right after that, do what is true while refraining from harm to self and others. The next one right down there is truth is self-determined. So someone else doesn't determine your truth. You do, right? And you do it from being connected to something deeper, to spirit. And then our fourth one, what I also have to read is respect and refrain from interfering with the truth of others. So I feel like what happens when people want to take away or don't want us to be sovereign beings is that they want to interfere, right? So Vital Living is really here to, like you said, empower people of all ages, and also to really educate, right? And give people options and opportunities. And really, it's about information and influencing, perhaps, but not interfering. So when people want to interfere with your life, what is the response that could happen? When someone wants to interfere with your life, it's really easy to get mad. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Or act out. But our next doctrine is about love, right? And it's about responding in love, responding with love in all situations. So even when people are wanting to take that away or take things, that if we come from a space of love, if we're able to respond from love in all situations, then our sovereignty, in my experience, is not encroached upon. Because I'm a being of love, and that no one can take away, no matter what they do, ever. So when that whole thing happened and people were calling and asking us about things in our office, and I said, we're going to stay at our place. We continue to love you. You can come in if you want to. We're not going to share our status or whatever it is, but we were going to continue to love people, even the people that are trying to oppress us, even the people that are wanting to support us. We're just going to share and come from a place of love in all ways at all times. And that's what we're all learning, and that's what we're all exploring. So we're here to do that as much as possible. So with that, I thought we might do a little breathing exercise, and then we'll have Cory share. CJ, you want to share some kind of wonderful breathing thing with us, just for fun? Because you do all this breathing with your didgeridoo. Okay, right on. You can do it through the thing. You can come up here. You can stand, whatever you want. Move right into Cory.
All right, great. Perfect. Thanks for this. This is so nice. And I love the breathing you were guiding us through. And just being in this nice yard with this tree is so lovely, right? We don't need to do much. Kind of just looking around here is beautiful. But I'm feeling called to share like a little aspect. I was reminded and taught about it this morning, and there's a lot of different ways to describe it, but just a basic breath that gets volume and space, spirit, all these things into our belly section in a 360, and then into our chest, heart, and the back in a 360, and then even up, and then finishes with an exhale that's basically looking for some relief and relaxation. So however that shows for us in nasal breathing is ideal. Breathing in through your nose for like, and let it fall out. I'm pretty relaxed, right? You can do this in a fast way. A lot of people do, and it like hypes up, but just to, it's a pretty good rhythm, right? Like an in for 4, 2, and out.
3, 2, 1. And in. Really focusing on just full with the diaphragm and then relief. And as you're inhaling, focus on just letting your belly expand. Chest. Relief. You can go a little deeper, slower, sometimes it's called. Breathe in for like an 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for that same 8. Deep breath in. Exhale. And find your rhythm. And while you're finding your rhythm, explore the space. As you're listening to your outer environment, also reflect the breath moving within you. And explore feeling space and filling space in your pressure cavities, your abdomen, your thoracic, your head, all the things. And then relaxing with as little muscle tension as possible. If you feel any other muscles getting recruited, anything happening, just inhale. And on the exhale, relax. Just enjoy another couple moments here, exploring your own breath, your own rhythm, the depth of it, the quality, where it's going, and let it feel good. How can you get it to feel good? Sometimes it's a full breath and a little hold, and a real relaxing like that. And I'd like to invite everybody to close up with a nice big yawn, where you take in a lot of, you can stretch out like you just woke up in the morning. And touch 2 different surfaces, like a clothing, a seat, feel your feet. And maybe your eyes were closed, just look around. And land here again, re-land here in this space-time. Thanks. Simple, right? Just like he was sharing, it's free and so many rhythms. We all have our own one. The main key is nasal breathing, so super important, right? Feeling how it's moving through all the cavities evenly, or the quality of the breath. And then a longer exhale than inhale calms us down, parasympathetic nervous system. So that's simple. And yeah, it's a whole world to go into. Breathing, right? Who would have thought? Modern science is catching up. Breathing is good for us. So work on that. Cool. Well, it's the tension, right? And and myself still, right? I'm always, oh yeah, breath. I'm such a good breather. And like, I when I really sit and really relax, I'm like, oh my God, I'm compensating and like trying to breathe up in here. And then I'm holding some tension, like just diaphragm, explore the natural breath. Like you said, with love too, we're learning and loving and exploring. We're learning and exploring love. We're learning and exploring breath and communication and all these human things that none of us really, we're working it out. So thanks for that. And welcome, Cory. Thank you for being a part. Thanks.
First, just thank you. Thank you to Lori and Nicole and her family, an extension of her. I remember when Lori called me the first time when you guys were first starting this to be included. And I was really excited because I didn't really know that many people here yet. In fact, Jeff was how I got to know people here, through Lynette coming to visit you here. And I met Lori that day, like for just a brief moment. Calm down. And so, in the line of what Lori was talking about earlier about that moment we know we're kind of in alignment, I want to just share a quick story. When I used to teach at the Ayurvedic Institute, and Dr. Ladd is the gentleman who started that school, and oftentimes with no meetings about it, we would teach on the same topics. Like it was some orchestration that we all felt Dr. Ladd was doing from some higher place to get us all to kind of touch on the same thing so that the students had this thread that they were attached to. And I'm feeling that here today because of how Lori started and the things that she was trying to get us to touch on. And then CJ's practice with the breath, getting us to be centered within ourselves, were the things that I wanted to do as part of my practice. And so I just am feeling like we're all in alignment and it feels really good. So sovereignty being the thread today or the topic today, how I feel my sovereignty, or one of the ways I've learned to connect with feeling empowered in my own decisions, is learning Ayurveda and learning how my body communicates with me and how I can respond through my diet and lifestyle choices to do what's right or wrong for my body, and learning where in my body do I feel the yes or do I feel the no? Like, how do I know if something is good or bad for me? So, kind of picking up where CJ left off, we're just going to come back to that breath and sit in a way that you can make your spine tall, the pathway of our prana. And go ahead and let your eyes close down if that feels comfortable. And let's just connect again with our breath. Feeling it come in through the nostrils, filling up the belly, expanding our ribs, lifting the shoulders, coming all the way into the throat and the head. And then as you exhale, you can feel the shoulders relax. You can feel the ribs come back down. The belly pulls back towards the spine. And then again, the breath comes back in. Just involuntarily, it fills us. So filling the belly, the ribs, and the shoulders. And starting to focus on the nostrils. So you can feel the pressure there as the breath comes in. And you can feel the breath go out. And just feel that pressure right at the nostrils for a few more inhalations and exhalations. And now let's bring our awareness all the way to the feet, where we can feel the earth beneath us. We can feel the grass and the twigs and the rocks. Feel your feet touching the earth. Feel the tops of the feet. Feel the sides of your feet. And then bring that awareness up just a little bit into your ankles. Feeling the inside and the outside of the ankle. Moving your awareness up the front of your shins and your calf muscles in the back. And see if you can just be aware, even for a moment, the space sort of in between the legs down there and around the legs. Coming up into the knees, one of the biggest joints in the body. Feeling the kneecap, the back of the knees, the sides of the knees. And then coming up into your thighs and your hamstrings. And as you come into this space, start to get an awareness of your legs in general, both of them, all the way from your hips down to your feet, feeling the legs. And don't forget about your breath, using that breath to place your awareness on your legs. Breathe into the legs. Feel your glutes and your pelvis area. Breathe into the belly. And as you breathe in, feel the belly expand and the sides expand and the back expands. Feeling all of the dimensions of your torso coming up into the heart, the chest, the shoulders, and the upper back. Feeling the tops of the shoulders. And then sweeping your awareness down into your arms. Just feeling the arms wherever they're sitting in your lap, or maybe you've got them crossed. Feeling the weight of your arms. Breathe into your arms. Breathe all the way into your fingertips. And then bring your awareness back into the throat, where you speak your truth from. And as we're breathing here, everybody take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, just give a little Feel your own vibration. Let's do that again. Taking a deep breath in. And then coming into the chin and the lips. Feeling the nose, the cheeks, and the jaw. Let that jaw relax. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. Feel your ears and your temples and your forehead and the eyes, all the way up to the very top of your head. And now feel the whole body, from the top of the head to the tips of your toes, the front, sides, and back of the body. And be aware of the inch of space just around the whole body. And then expand that awareness a couple more inches out. And a couple more inches out, now you might be aware of another person's energetic body, or the energetic body of the trees. Just feeling ourselves sitting in this body, in this space, on this beautiful land with these beautiful people. And then almost like a magnet calls you back, bring your awareness back into your heart. And internally or externally, I want you to know right now that this is your home. Our first obligation is to tend to this temple. It is the abode of the spirit and the soul. And internally say, I honor my truth and I trust my senses. I have choices. I have rhythm. I have power. And from here, I want you to just feel where your body tells you yes when something is right, and where your body tells you no when something is not so right. Feel the yes. Feel it deeply. Trust it. And feel the no. Feel it deeply and trust it. And take a moment to thank these parts of you. Now, in the hopes to keep us all present, I want you just to imagine that you're standing in front of a mirror. Maybe it's your bathroom mirror, maybe it's your review mirror, maybe it's your selfie on your phone. But I want you to see yourself, see your eyes looking back at you. And I want you to ask yourself as you're looking in the mirror, what truth lives here? And what do you know beyond what anyone has told you? What are the laws of the universe that you just know? And the laws of yourself. Again, what truth lives here? And what do you know beyond what anybody has told you? Beyond what you have learned in any class? What does your body teach you? What does your spirit teach you? What does your soul teach you? Taking a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, I want you to take the palm of your hand and place it right at the eyebrow line. And then let the middle finger reach towards the crown of the head. And in this position, we're activating marma points, which are very similar to acupuncture points. The one at the base of your palm is your Ajna chakra. This is where we get our intuition from. And your middle finger is touching a point called Adipati, or first father, and it activates all the other marma points in the body. And I want you just to breathe into your hand, into these points, and let them be activated by your own touch. You are your own medicine. You are your own healer. You are your own power. Feel that line of energy activated and opened and receptive. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, lift the hand away and bring it down to your heart. Our heart and our mind are often at odds with each other, as our mind is trying to figure things out logically and our heart is trying to feel into what is right. As you activate your heart energy, let yourself live from love. That every action you take, every sense you digest, becomes love. Taking one or two more breaths here as you activate the energy in your own heart. This activation also activates your own inner healing, your presence, your awareness of being, the source within you that is always with you. Taking one more breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to move the palm of our hand right down over our belly button. And let your belly get really big and expand in all directions as you breathe into the palm of your hand. From the forehead, we got our intuitive, our direct insight, our inner wisdom. In the heart, we get to choose every action with love. And from here, from our belly, this is where we create our own life. Taking a few more breaths here, activating the energy in your belly, knowing that you have the power to create whatever you desire in your life. Letting the hands come back to the lap or wherever they're comfortable. And stating a few more intentions, internally saying, I am whole. I am free. And I remember. And now we're going to do this last one out loud, and we're all going to do it at the same time. So we're free to not be heard, but just to feel the vibration of our own sound saying the statement. And the statement is, my sovereignty is. And you can finish it with whatever you like. So on 3, my sovereignty is, and then you state it. 1, 2, 3. My sovereignty is love. Just pausing for a moment to integrate that, to integrate this practice. Feeling all of life breathe through us, in us, and all around us.
Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of the gathering.
Lots of yummy food happening soon. Are you clapping for the food? For me? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I thought I would end this little part with the breath thing is really powerful today. So I thought we all stand up for a minute because we're gonna get some food in a second. But let's stand up because we've been sitting for a while, if we can. And I think we keep it simple, right? Eat. We're gonna eat. We're gonna move. We move the breath. We're gonna move our belly a tiny little bit, and then we're gonna get ready to put this amazing food inside. And then tonight we're gonna have an amazing sleep. So eat, move, sleep. Keep it really simple every single day. Watch how we eat. Watch how we move. Watch how we sleep. And all the other stuff will come around. Okay, so one more breath thing, one more breath exercise. People might have done it before, but if you take a deep, now we're like all in touch with our bellies, right? So if we take a deep breath into our belly, and as we push all the air out, like, and squish it all out, and all the air keep right here, and then just, without breathing in, pump up a little stomach pumps, pump, 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 and then breathe in. Ooh. And then one more time, exhale, squish all the air out, all the air out, all the air out right in here, and then go squish, 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 like you're like doing a little massage for your belly, little few pumps, and then breathe in. It's a nice little gut. It's a nice little gut exercise. And then you can stand here. Now that you've gotten in touch with that, you can see how mobile your gut can be. So we're gonna do a little mobile thing, and we can go get some food in it. So in a qigong move to get your belly all the intestines in the right place is imagine that you put your hands in a kind of a prayer position if you want. That's the easiest. And imagine that you're making a figure 8 with your body. Great. And as you make that figure 8 in front of your body, the toilet's over there and over there, by the way, in case you have to go suddenly to the bathroom. But it does stimulate your gut. It stimulates your gut to go ahead and move the energy and get all the little kinks out of your colon and get your small intestine in the right place. If you do it for a little while, if you can bend your knees a little bit because you can go a little bit deeper into that. Yeah, perfect. Good. Got it. Okay. Let go. Close your eyes a minute. Shake it all out. You know me. I love all the shaking thing. All the way down to the earth. Feel the earth. Feel your face. Do a little squeeze in your whole face. Squeeze your whole body. One big squeeze, and then let it all out. And one more big squeeze. Squeeze all the tension out. So there's any little bit of tension out. And then and then one little shake. Oh, thank you. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna put the food on the table. We're gonna get the music kind of ready and do all this wonders. Thank you. Great.
Ooh, that was amazing.